All right, good morning. It's another lovely day here in the Dirty Kitchen. Marcus here. I'll be giving you the Alpha Graphics quote of the day, and it goes, "The future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways." And that's from Robert Greene. He's one of my favorite authors. I've read a couple of his books. And the reason why I picked this out, me and Taylor were kind of just talking about it today, about the different events or things that I attend, and I noticed that one, and then he also said the same thing too, is I noticed that most of the times when I go to different events or different things that I do outside of work, that I'm always one of the youngest people that's in there, which I think that stands out on my end, because the more I go to these places and the more I do these things, me being the youngest, that means that I'm already going to have a step ahead of most of the competition out there, because everybody else is at our age are usually still probably partying, still probably going out to the clubs, getting drunk every weekend, and me and Taylor are out doing things that's going to help benefit us here in the future.
What's up? Alright guys, we're live over here. It's going to be sales meeting number 30, and for the folks on YouTube, sales meeting number 30. Hope you've been watching. We did just post up episode 22, so we're a little bit behind on posting them up, but it's a really good one. So definitely, if you guys are watching this right now, or you do watch this in a little bit, go on YouTube, search the Dirty Kitchen EP030, and learn how you guys can build a strong sales foundation that's going to help you grow throughout and improve that sales game. So today is sales meeting number 30. It's a pretty good number. I don't know if it's got a special thing like a jubilee or anything like that.
All I know is it's Steph Curry's number.
Steph Curry's number, there you go. Sales meeting number 30. So we're going to start out today with some sales metrics, some statistics, and let's see what I got. So 73% of all people that you call on are not sales ready. They're not ready to buy. 79% of business-to-business leads will never convert to a deal. So 79% of the leads that come in that are businesses won't convert to a deal. 50% of people are not ready to buy when you call on them, okay? And 65% of all companies in America don't nurture leads, or in other words, follow up. 65% of companies don't follow up. We experienced that on Friday and yesterday when we were trying to buy that thing, right? That sign. Mm-hmm. We made 3 calls, left 3 voicemails, and not a single person.
I even sent an email yesterday, and I still haven't received anything.
And nobody got back to us. So 13% of sales reps bring in 87% of all the revenue. So think about that. That means that in groups or all the sales reps, only 13% of the people are bringing in most of the money. The other people are not. So just some interesting stats. So why are we starting out with these facts? Because we need to understand that we need to manage our expectations when we go into a deal. So as we always talk about, the average sale takes place on the 7th or 12th touch. But I was thinking, you caught me yesterday when I was having that negative mindset, saying, I'm going to send this text message, but he's probably not going to respond. I was being negative, and he said, hey, that's not the way to be thinking, right? Mm-hmm. So you caught me, and I was getting down on myself, but then if I would have stopped, and if I would have looked back and looked at the situation and realized I was in that 7 to 12 touch range, then I probably wouldn't have had that same attitude, because I wasn't thinking big picture. I was just thinking right now and what was currently happening. But if I would have managed my expectations properly and went into the deal realizing it was going to take this many touches for something to materialize, I wouldn't have had that negative attitude, because I would have been expecting it. So if we don't expect that automatically, we're going to need to put in the 7+ touches that most people aren't ready to buy on that first contact. If we're mentally prepared and in the mindset of the fact that we're going to have to grind it out over a week or 2, or maybe even a month.
Or a year.
Or a year. In this case, we have a year-long follow-up that's working up for us today. And we need to do that VAFUing, and we need to follow up, keep revising quotes up and down, etc. if we go into that managing our expectations, expecting that to be the process, then we're not going to get down on ourselves after the first 3 or 4 tries and we're like, oh, nothing's happening. Think about the lawyers too, how many times? 8, 7, 8.
Somewhere around there.
And if you would have been after 3, which we kind of were like, oh man, it's not really going our way. But that's because we weren't expecting it in the first place to be 7 plus, which it was, and now it's worked out. So a few more stats. That just comes back to how important it is to follow up. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Half. 25% of people make a second contact and give up and stop. 12% make 3 or more. Only 12%. And then only 10% go 5 plus. So if we're in that better than 10%, then that's going to lead to deals, which I think it is. I think comes to mind, I'm thinking of the one yesterday, the hospital, the lawyer, Noble, my guy I'm having a meeting with today. Those are all from follow-ups. And my education followed up after the sale, even though it was a quick follow-up. Got another one, right?
Same with Medico.
Follow-up. So that's really the secret, I think. So if we think the main point of this is that managing expectations, so every time we go into a deal, we want to expect that we are going to close it, but we have to know that it's going to take those 7 plus touches, and we can't get down after 3 or 4 that didn't work out. So we just need to expect that it's going to be that hard of a job every time. And then when we get that bonus where it does happen on 1 or 2, then that's awesome. And then what makes it quicker for us to move on to the next one. So that's my sales meeting number 30. Managing your expectations, still expecting you're going to close. It doesn't mean don't lower your goals or don't not want to close on the first 1 or 2, but just expect or just know that that's just what happens.
Quality takes time.
Quality takes time. Yeah, tell them, since we're on video, tell about your little experience in Dubai and then how that made you think about when we're doing things like our 3X business cards that we're going to do a new release of soon.
All right. So I was telling I know Taylor's a steak guy, and I was sharing with him this one experience that I had when I was in the Navy, and we were in Dubai, and we were there at the Mall of Dubai. We went to this steak shop. It was called the Butcher Shop, and on the very top of the menu it says, please be advised that steaks take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to be cooked and prepared and all that. And then right below it says quality takes time. So ever since then I've always used that whenever something has to take it takes a little longer than usual. Quality takes time.
All right. So yeah, and we're always only offering the best quality here at Alpha Graphics West Ave. So just keep that in mind. We want to give you guys the best, and sometimes it does take a little bit of time, but you're going to get what you wanted. It's going to be right, it's going to be professional, and it's going to be perfect. So thanks for watching today, as always. The Dirty Kitchen, episode 30 of the sales meeting. Check out our YouTube, Instagram, our podcast. We're going everywhere, all over the place, and we're just putting content out there to help you guys improve your sales game and learn about printing and marketing and prospecting and all that stuff in the process. So thanks for watching. Catch you next time. What's going on, everybody? Taylor Abbott here, Alpha Graphics West Ave and the Canvas Podcast. Just checking in with you guys because I had a great little afternoon here. And it's just really funny because we've been really hitting on the point of follow-up and patience and putting out that content and that value on social media. And my two appointments today were pretty interesting. My 2 sales calls I went on. I went to a client that I had originally had a meeting with in June of 2017. So about a year and a half ago it's been. And we had a great meeting originally, and I got a lot of details from him, and it was something that seemed like it was going to be a really good thing for us, a good business connection, a good business partnership. And it just never worked out, but the thing is, I never stopped following up. So over a year, in moderation, nothing like over the top or obnoxious, but over the year and a half, I probably sent him a quarterly email. I sent him a couple of postcards and things like that, and nothing, no response, nothing at all. But
he ended up reaching out to me through LinkedIn yesterday, and he said, "Hey Taylor, I've been watching your stuff on the Dirty Kitchen on the Alpha Graphics LinkedIn, and we've been really enjoying it." And he said, "I'm finally at the point where I'm ready to move. I previously had a manager that wasn't willing to change, but now she's out, and it's up to me, and so I want you to come back and come meet with me." So that's what I did. Went and met with the client, had another really good meeting, and he said that we're going to be as guys going forward, and that is just a testament to follow-up and never giving up. It's been over a year and a half now. I didn't give up, and that just goes to show why you do that follow-up. Even if it seems like things aren't working out or happening for you, you just got to keep doing it, being value-added and creative. And then the second one with Renee's Automotive Detailing. Shout out Renee if you're watching this. Great to meet you today. And that one came because me and Marcus, every day we do 4 Instagram DMs looking how we can add value to local companies around the city. And I just so happened to someone to Renee this afternoon because I saw that he was a car dealer, a car detailer I should say, and I have a little bit of interest having a cool car myself. And so I reached out to him and let him know that we're here, we want to know if we can help him out with anything. And what do you know, we actually needed some immediate needs. So he reached out back to us and had me come over for a meeting, which was really great. We connected today, and he told me what he wanted. He said he's been having trouble finding a service that can provide exactly those things. And so he's giving us a shot to do that for him. So Renee, thank you for having me out today. Appreciate that. And that's another one. It just goes to show, put in that work, put in the social media. It does work. People are having trouble figuring it out, but it's just something that you got to keep coming back to. Keep putting in effort and make sure that every time you do it, you really do truly care about the people you're reaching out to, and that you're adding value in those ways. And then from there, it's going to lead into opportunities and new things. So that's just a great little example of what happens today from following up and just executing on your social media